Before we begin, let me ask you one simple question. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly healthy? Not just getting through the day, but full of energy, mentally focused, and physically strong. If you had to think about your answer, then stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change the way you look at your health. Here's a surprising fact. On average, American men live nearly 6 years less than American women. That's 6 fewer years to spend with family, enjoy retirement, travel, or create memories with the people they love. Most people assume the reason is obvious, that men simply take more risks. But the truth is often much quieter. In many cases, it's the small daily habits that slowly affect health over time, and most men don't even realize it's happening. In today's video, we'll uncover 5 everyday habits that may be shortening men's lives, according to health research. And make sure you stay until the end, because the very first habit surprises almost everyone. Many people assume the biggest threat to men's health is alcohol. Surprisingly, it isn't. Alcohol comes in at number 5 on our list. Before we continue, if you're finding this video useful, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me where you're watching from. I always enjoy hearing from viewers across the country. Now, let's dive in. Number 5. Alcohol. You may be thinking, I've heard this advice before. But stay with me, because the real concern isn't just drinking, it's how many men drink. Research has consistently shown that heavy alcohol use is associated with a higher risk of liver disease, heart problems, several types of cancer, and premature death. The greatest risk is often linked to binge drinking, having several drinks in a short period of time, rather than simply having an occasional drink. For many men, the pattern is familiar, working hard all week, then consuming multiple drinks in one evening to relax or celebrate. While it may seem harmless, this habit places significant stress on the liver, heart, and brain, and repeated episodes over the years can have lasting health consequences. The important takeaway isn't that every drink is dangerous. It's that frequent heavy drinking and binge drinking can quietly damage your health long before obvious symptoms appear. That's why this habit earns the number 5 spot on our list. One thing many people don't realize is that your liver needs time to process alcohol. When you drink faster than your body can handle, your liver has to work much harder, and over time, repeated heavy drinking can lead to inflammation and the buildup of fat in the liver. As we get older, this becomes even more important. The body's ability to recover from stress, including the effects of alcohol, generally slows with age. That means a drinking habit that seemed harmless in your 20s may have a much greater impact on your health in your 50s and beyond. And the effects don't stop with the liver. Regular heavy drinking can contribute to poor sleep, higher blood pressure, changes in hormone levels, increased anxiety, and ongoing inflammation throughout the body. Many men notice they feel tired, unfocused, or simply not like themselves, without realizing that alcohol may be playing a role. The good news is that you don't have to be perfect to make a difference. Try adding a few alcohol-free days each week, drink more slowly when you choose to have alcohol, and stay well hydrated. These small, consistent habits can make a meaningful difference over time. But remember, alcohol is only number 5 on our list. The next habit is even more common, and far more dangerous because most men don't recognize it until it has already started affecting their health. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4. Chronic stress. Many people are surprised to learn that long-term stress can have a greater impact on overall health than they realize. It's not just about feeling overwhelmed, it can affect nearly every system in the body. Research has shown that ongoing, unmanaged stress is associated with a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, depression, weakened immunity, and a shorter life expectancy. But the real problem isn't a stressful day here and there. It's stress that becomes constant, with little time for the mind and body to recover. When you're under stress, your body releases hormones such as cortisol. In the short term, this response is helpful. It prepares you to deal with challenges. But when stress continues for weeks, months, or even years, constantly elevated stress hormones can begin to take a toll. Over time, chronic stress may contribute to higher blood pressure, poorer sleep, increased blood sugar levels, reduced immune function, and ongoing inflammation. Many men don't notice these changes right away because they develop slowly, becoming part of everyday life. I often compare the body to a well-maintained engine. It can handle occasional hard work without a problem, but if that engine runs under constant pressure without enough time to cool down or recover, wear and tear gradually begins to build. The same principle applies to our bodies. And here's where many men struggle. Stress is often accepted as just part of life. Instead of recognizing it as a health issue, they push through it day after day, without realizing the long-term impact it can have on both their physical and mental well-being. That's why chronic stress earns the number 4 spot on our list. Many men grow up believing they should handle every problem on their own. They're taught to stay strong, keep their emotions to themselves, and simply push through difficult times. While resilience is important, carrying stress alone for long periods can take a real toll on both mental and physical health. The encouraging news is that reducing stress doesn't always require making huge life changes. Sometimes the most effective steps are also the simplest. A walk outdoors, regular physical activity, talking honestly with someone you trust, spending time with family or friends, or making time for a hobby you genuinely enjoy. These aren't just ways to relax. They're healthy habits that help your mind and body recover from the effects of ongoing stress. Remember, taking care of your mental well-being isn't a sign of weakness. It's an important part of protecting your overall health. But that's only number 4 on our list. Number 3, social isolation. This is one of the most overlooked health risks for men because it often develops so gradually that many don't notice it happening. In our younger years, it's common to have friends, coworkers, teammates, and an active social life. As the years pass, careers become more demanding, family responsibilities grow, and free time becomes harder to find. Without realizing it, friendships can fade, social activities become less frequent, and life starts revolving around work and home. By middle age, many men discover that their social circle has become much smaller than it once was. While having close family relationships is incredibly valuable, relying on only 1 or 2 people for all social connection can sometimes leave men feeling isolated without even recognizing it. And that's why social isolation deserves the number 3 spot on our list. It often works quietly in the background, yet its effects on long-term health can be significant. Human beings are naturally social. Meaningful relationships aren't just important for emotional well-being. They also play a significant role in physical health. Research has found that strong social connections are associated with better health and a longer life, while long-term social isolation and loneliness are linked to a higher risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and premature death. One reason is that chronic loneliness can place the body under ongoing stress. That's it for today's video. Remember, your health is built by the choices you make every day. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who may need it. Thanks for watching, take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.